Hey guys, gameboy3800 here. Once again, we're back in Beam, and today we're going to be taking a look at Bad Habit because we have some upgrades to apply to it. But first, we will give it a run in bone stock just to see how it drives, how it sounds. And we're at Crown Point Fairgrounds by Hawk. And I hope this is a smoother FPS for you. I switched over to the NVENC encoder for my NVIDIA card versus H.264. Normally Threadripper is fine with H.264. It's got the brute horsepower to be able to deal with it. But I guess this is a weak enough GPU that doesn't matter. I'm on a 1050 Ti down to my Radeon 7. So that's why. I think we've taken a long enough look at the stock performance. Let's bring up the parts menu. If we go to the engine and go to the headers, we'll find we have a new option up top. We have hater Magnaflows. Now these are going to get very, very loud. Hater Magnaflows are regular unmuffled Magnaflows, but I have rotated them. So now, what was once the bottom is now the top. Take a look at this. It's awesome. I still need to tune the exact exhaust node placement, but it works pretty good. And you can also see they smoke a lot. That is awesome. They roast the tires. They're like zoomies, but even louder. Somehow. So yes, the hater mags can give a much different look and sound and make everyone else in the arena hate you. That's why they're called the hater mags. There is one other exhaust option we can take a look at. I've added two. If we go to the headers again and go up to the top, we have adjustable hooker headers. Now these are stock looking headers for Bad Habit. You can see that, but if we go to tuning, we have a whole new tab for exhaust. So here we can do exhaust volume, muffler volume, afterfire and smoke particles, and sustained afterfire. Now what all this means is you can make it either very quiet or very loud. So let's try making it very quiet. And now we can barely hear it. I'm going to have to turn up the gain for you to hear that. It's so quiet. And now if we go to the other direction, oh boy, you guys are not ready for this. You are so not ready for this. It's ridiculous. But there are some like good roleplay kind of commentary things you could do with this. If we reset the tune here and just go to nothing but smoke particulates, so how much the exhaust smokes. We could have him start the run, start up his motor, and then he'll be off. It's a normal sounding exhaust, but it smokes a lot. So you could say, oh, he must be having engine trouble, or something like that. So there's quite a few possibilities with this. The smoke count is ridiculous. And that's because there's 4 exhaust pipes per side, and they each have 100 particulates per like inch or whatever the measurement is for smoke. So that's 400 or whatever the number is times 2, because there's, you know, 2 sides to the exhaust. So there's just so much smoke. You can blind yourself. Let's try that. Can we blind ourselves with the smoke? Oh, what the heck did I just hit there? Huh. Actually, you can't really tell it's even smoking from inside the cab. That's cool. What if you go backwards? Yeah, if you go backwards, you can definitely see the smoke. And if you start flipping and trying to save it in first person with all this smoke, you're going to be in for quite the blinding adventure, I assume. Or we could make them green. So if we go to the exhaust and bring particulate smoke all the way down to 0.01, we should have next to no smoke. Yeah, look at that. We only really have smoke if we have an afterfire. So now we're a green truck. We don't put out any exhaust. There is one more thing I want to show off that I have been working on. We go to here, we have another option at the bottom. We have 662 big block, naturally aspirated. Now I made this in automation, and it is a little bit different from normal. You can see it's also got the hater pipes, but they are in black, and they are in a different position because look at that engine. I'll probably change the color to be like chrome, but for now it's gold. Take a look at this. It is a 662-inch cubic inch big block. It makes about 1,300 horsepower. Oh, I see what I hit before. It makes about 1,300 horsepower, 900 foot-pounds of torque. A little bit less powerful than the Merlin and Ford engines, but you can see it's still pretty snappy. It's not slow by any means. It's also got the hater headers, and the sound sounds weird because the exhaust direction is reversed, or sound direction is reversed, and I cannot figure it out. Because listen to this, if we go into the cab, that's how it should sound just about. So what that tells me is that it's thinking that because the engine is backwards, that the intake is in the cab instead of outside. But other than the sound being off, it's using automation sounds, and it sounds different. It sounds cool. It smokes a lot like the regular hater mags. Not quite as loud as them because of their weird muffling. But it's still another engine option. We haven't had one of these since the Merlin was introduced. So it's a new engine option, and when you spawn it up, it automatically equips a unique gearbox to it with adjustable torque converter, with a small torque converter, so that you are able to more easily use its less torque. It keeps the engine revved pretty high. You can make it larger to make it, build up revs more slowly, probably more realistic, but you would have a real hard time accelerating. You can add nitrous to this, but I like how it is stock. It's a different engine option. I made it in automation. Mike Bev helped me with textures. But I did the exhaust, the placement, I did almost everything on this. And call it my own. You can call it your own too, because it's going to be coming out in the gameboy3800 add-on pack. Or adjustable add-ons pack, that's what I'm going to be calling it. Because there's a lot of adjustable things in it. Can still do all the weird stuff you could normally do. Rip. I guess that will be about it. We have some new header options, and a whole new engine option that I made. Coming out soon in the gameboy3800 adjustable add-ons pack, and that will be alongside the gameboy3800 meme pack. If you guys enjoyed, please do go ahead and leave a like, favorite, comment, share, and of course don't forget to subscribe as well. Thanks, Gameboy out. I will see you all in the future. Goodbye.